Right, my friends, this is the last second video for this series here because our app will be fully functional and complete. So, in the previous video, what we have done here, here the user can create the room as well as user can join the room, and we have also done the real-time whiteboard sharing. So here, when I will type my name, that is Ramesh Sharma, and let's generate another room ID and click on generate room. So here, this room has been generated, and here you can see this. I'm going to copy this room ID, and here will be the test name and room code. I'm pasting here. So first of all, let's some add pencil, and here click on join room. So here, see that whenever the user is doing something here, and it is getting real time. But here, two issues are there. First of all, we can't see the users, like how many users are there. And second, this you can see this image is very less. So today we are going to solve these two issues. So first of all, we will make this bigger according to this one. And the second thing, what we are going to do, so that we are going to show the users here. So show the users, how many users are there, and which one is the current user. So now let's go back to the Trello here. And in the this one, we have done this, that is real-time whiteboard. I'm making this as a green. And now we are going to show the joined user here. So let's edit this and let's start working on this. And in the next video, we are going to fix the bugs and we are going to show the messages and we will complete our whole project. And if you want deployment, then and you want chat system, then please mention in the comment section so that I will create the bonus videos for those also. So if there will be lot of requests for adding the chat system and to do the deployment, then I will make those videos. So now without wasting any time, let's get into it. And first of all, let's fix this bug here, this one. So let's start. Let's go to the coding section here. And here we will work with the front end. And under that, let's go to the pages and we will go to the room page and index.jsx. So here we have to go for the whiteboard here. So let's go to the components and whiteboard index.jsx. So here you can see that we have width and height as 100% for this, but let it be this type of style. So height is equals to window.inner height into 2. So this is because of this, and width 285% will be there, but we can make it as like this also, but this is more good and it will our application will look good. So here you can see here as this is the image, so see that we can see this thing, so it is very good. And we can even mark the rectangle. So see that here I'm marking line is there. Let me select the color like this and rectangle. So here we can create this rectangle as well. See that. So this is now looking perfect and it is looking good. So now let's move forward here. And first of all, let's get how many users are there and uh, how many users means what is the name of the user and which one is the current user. So let's do that. So for the users, we have to add the user in the server only. So we will go to the backend and then we will go to the server.js. So here, first of all, we are going to create one new folder under the backend. So that will be for utils. And it will be having one file. So that will be users.js. So we are going to use this file to get our all the users. So first of all, let's create a constant here for the users. It will be having the array here And here, first of all, we are going to see how many total users are here there. So we are going to add users to the list here. So const here we will get add user. So first of all, ID will be there, name will be there. So see the name, user ID, room ID, host, and presenter. So this data we are going to pass here, and this we will pass in the object here. And because we will be going to pass the whole data object, so that's why I'm going to extract everything from here. So extract everything, and then here we know that this is a user, so we have the user, and then we are pushing the user, and the just we have to return the user here. Then here we have to remove the user from the list, and that we are going to do. So that we are going to do with the user ID only. So user ID will be there. So user store find index. So it will be the user ID. If index is means index not equals to -1. So index not equals to -1 means if the user is present, so -1 will it will index will return us -1 when we will be having the user. We will not be having the user. So means user is not found in the list. So what we don't want like that. And then we are just going to return the users. Return users. Yeah, just this thing we have to return. And we are returning that. Just save it. And now here what we are going to do, get room. So we have to create one more function. So here we can get the user as well. So let's create for that also. So const get user, and get we are going to get user with the ID here, and we can also get users. So just find the user with user ID, and here uh, get all users from the list, from the room. So from the room we have to get the user. So get user in the room, and here we will be having the user ID, and we are going to filter user and user.room ID, and we are going to check the room ID here, and it will return us the that one this array. So just save this, and here we will get the room. Uh, so uh, yeah, get room. So we don't have to get any room. Just save this. So here see that we are getting this. We have so much functions. So let's export these functions here. So module.exports. We are going to export these all functions. Add user will be there, and after that remove user will be there. Then there will be get user and get users in the room. So all these are exported successfully. Now we can use these. So here now what we are going to do. So see that here we are broadcasting here and emitting the whiteboard data response, and we are getting the image URL as well. And then the user is joined, and when data is changed, then we are also getting. So what we have to do here, so first of all, whenever the user join, so whenever user join, so we have to join the user as well. So we have to join the users. So here we will get the users, and then here we are going to send add user, and here we have imported as user add user from the utils only. And here see that where it is, yeah, add user, and here what we have to pass here, so we have to pass the data. So here I'm going to pass this whole data here. So whole data I'm going to pass, and here we will get all the users. So just I'm going to copy this, and here we will send all the users. So here I'm sending all the users here. So users, just save this. So now we have the all users and success is true. Now we can go to our front end and we can show how many users are there. So now let's go here to the pages. And first of all, we will go to the app.jsx. So here we are getting user is joined, and here we will get, here we will add one users, set users state here. So use state, and by default the users array will be null here. And here from the data we are getting success. So if success is there, so this means that user is joined. And also we are going to get here, we are going to get the users here. So that's why here we are going to set users as data dot users. Just save this. So we have the data dot users. So here you can see here whenever the user is added. So here we are going to return the users instead of user. So we are going to return the users instead of user. But what type of users we have to send? So that user will be of particular room ID. That user will be of particular room ID. So that's why here we are going to filter out that users with room ID, and we are going to send those. Just save this. Now we have the users as well. So let's share these users. Let's send these users to this users, this page here. And now let's go to the room page. So here we are under the room page. So we are under the room page here. And now let's get the users as well from here. So here we have only users. So here we have users here. Now let's send the users to the whiteboard, but we don't want that. So here what we are going to do. So here users online we are going to use, that will be users dot len. Just save this. So this will show how many users are currently present there. So you can see that by default 0 users are present. So let's localhost 3000 and let's try again. So here what we are going to do. So here I'm going to write Raman Sharma and let's generate the room. So here you can see that users are one online. So one user is online here. So I'm going to copy this, and here will be the test name. And here when I'm going to write here, that is Raman Sharma. Sorry, here we have to add the room ID and click on join. And here you can see users are 2 online, but here this is not updating. So we can see there are users online that are 2 here, but here it is not updating real time. But we want it as a real time. So what we will do here, so we will go to the coding section again, and let's go to the server. So instead of passing this as a user, so we will emit a event here. So we will emit the event, or we will broadcast everything to the room here. So just save this. So here we are going to broadcast it. So socket dot broadcast, or just we are going to emit all users. And here we are going to send here, that is data. So data will be users only. Just save this. So we have emitted the event, so that is for the all users. Now we are going to listen for this event. So how we are going to listen for this event here? So here from here set users, I'm going to just comment it, and we are going to listen second event here only. So socket dot on, and the event name will be all users, and we have the data. So we have the data here. So if we have the data, then we are going to set the data as users and just save this. Now let's see the changes. So now we will get real-time changes that how many users are joined here. So here let's create new room, that is Ramesh Sharma, and let's generate room and see, you can see that users are one online, and then test name, and here this is a room ID, and click on join room. So here you can see users are two, but here only user is one. So I think we are not getting the event emitter. Yeah. So actually we have to broadcast the event. So we have to broadcast it so that it can get to all the users. So let's broadcast this. Broadcast it. Copy this and paste it here. So we have broadcasted this to the room ID and it will get to the all users. Now let's try again. So try again, localhost 3000, localhost 3000, and here will be Raman Sharma, and let's generate the room. So we have currently 0 users. Okay, and then here let me take this room ID and here test name, and here add this and click on join. And here you can see that we have 2 users, means this one is broadcasted. So this one is broadcasted, but you can see that here we are not getting anything. So this means that we have broadcasted this, but we are not getting for the current user. So broadcast means, so it will not get to this user, but it will go to all other users. So what will we do? So that is the same thing. So we will send the users here as well. Users, we will send here as well. And if we are getting the success here, so we are going to set data.users here as well, from here as well. Now we can see the changes here. So now let's see the changes again. So here is Sharma and click on generate room. So see that we are getting users one online. And here let me copy this room here, copy. And here it will be test name 1 and paste this. So let me check if this is correct. Yes, this is correct. Click on join. So here you can see that now we have real-time updation of the user. So users online 2 and users online 2. So without refreshing of anything, we have this thing. This is very perfect. Now the only pending thing is to show the users. So now without wasting any time, let's do that also. So for showing the users, what we are going to do here. So here, let me do like this. Yeah. So here we are going to create a tab. So let's create first of all that tab here. So that user can click here and one box will be appeared. So I will not go for any transitions or etc. like this, but I will do this simply. So here what I'm going to do here. So let's go to the index.js of room page. So we are under that. So here I'm going to create one new state here, and this state will be for opened user tab, and set opened user tab, and by default it will be false. And now we are going to move forward here. So here what I'm going to do. So here I'm going to add one more button here. So here button will be there and its type will be button. Its type will be button here. Let's add a class name. So class name will be button btn primary. Button dark is good. So button dark will be there. and here I'm going to write users. So just save this and let's see the changes. So see that here we are getting the button as a user, and let's go forward here. And here what I'm going to do here. So here I'm going to make this position as absolute, and position is absolute here, and here left will be 5 and top will be 5 here. So let's see the changes. So here this is like this, but we don't want like this here. Position absolute, position fixed will be okay. So position fixed. So let's apply the style for this. So style will be uh, display block, and it will be position absolute top 0 and left 0 will be there. So we have getting like this, and let's add its height. So its height will be 100 pixel, width will be 200 pixel. Let's see that. So it is very large. And height, let it be 50 for 40 pixel. Yeah, 40 pixel is good, and it will be 100 pixel. Yeah, here we are getting this good at. So top will be 5%. So 5% from the top. Yeah, it is good. And we will be having 5% from the left here. Now it is good, looking good. So let me make it full. So see that here we are getting like this. So we have the users here, and now let's create another thing. So here we will create is, so that is opened user tab. So if it is there, then we are going to show this. So here there will be div with class name as position fixed will be there. Position fixed, top will be 0 and left will be 0 there. And here we want height as 100%, and width we are going to add through styling here, and its width will be 250 pixel, and we want text as white and dark bg dark here. So just I'm going to write users, all users. So just save this, and now let's see the changes. So here when I'm going to click here, so nothing is happened. So let's do one thing here. Here when I will add not here, so that it will work alternatively. So see that here we are having like all users only. So here will be position fixed. Save this. Now we have like this here. So it is looking beautiful. And we have left 0 and height 0 like this. And let it be left as 0%. Save this. So now you can see the users here. These are very good. And we can make the changes here as well. So all users. So first of all, let's create a button here. So here we will create a button. Button type will be button, and class name will be button, and it will be button light, and this button will be for close. Just save this, and now see here. So this is good, and we are going to add button block. So button block is there, and width should be 100%. Width 100% should be there, and see that it's looking good. And here let's add margin top to 5. Margin top to 5, and now this close button is looking good. So now here what we have to do, so we have to render all the users here. So we have to render all the users. So here what I'm going to do, so here I'm going to write users dot map, and here we will get user, and we will get the index here. So here let me add USR, so it will be for the user short form. And here I'm going to just render one paragraph, and its key will be index multiplied by 999. And then here we are going to add the user. So user dot name. So user dot name will be there, and just save this. So now let's see the changes. So see that here we are getting users as Ramesh Sharma and test name. So but which one is the current user that we have to find? So first of all, before that, let's apply some classes here. So class name, first of all, margin y will be 2, and here width will be 100%. Just save this, and now let's see the changes. So it is good. And before that, let it be here. Let's create one div here, div, and its class name will be width 100%. And here margin top will be 5, and here we are going to create div, and here padding top will be 5 also. We are closing the div, and just below here. So now this is more good. And here what we have to do, so we have to make text as center here. Just save this, and now you can see the changes. We have text at center. So now we have to see which one is user, you. So which one user is you here. So for that, what we are going to do, so here I'm going to write user dot. So if user is present, and because we have already have the user here, and we just have to check the room ID. So we just have to check the user ID. So user ID is like this. So that is user ID, user ID here. So here what we are going to use, first of all, we have to check if the user is present. So user and user dot user ID. So it should be equals to user usr dot user ID, and then only we are going to print it as a u here. Just save this, and now we can see the changes. So see that Ramesh Sharma. So because this is having the controls, and we have Ramesh Sharma as u, and here you can see that we have the test name as u here. Now this is very important. So this is very good, and this is a very important concept, and this will be real time. This will be real time. And then go ahead here. So this is done successfully. Now we have to add events here. So events will be on click. On click, what we are going to do. So we are going to set. Open. Here it is. Set opened user tab. With this, set opened user tab, it will be false. And for the above one, for this button, it will be true here. It will be true. Just save this, and now we can just see the changes. Close. Yeah, we have to do some changes there as well. So it will be open user tab. Just save this. So click if user tab is open. Done. User tab is not open. Now see that we are getting the users as well. So for today, this is enough, and next video will be the last video of this series, and there we will fix all the bugs. We will fix all the bugs, like to leave the user, and to also add the things like giving the alerts like this user is joined, this user left. So this all thing we are going to do in the next video, and in the next video we will finish our whole project. So if you have any queries, please comment in my section, and if you like this video, then please like, subscribe and share this channel. So at last, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.